Have you ever wondered how AI can create breathtaking images, realistic videos, or even compose music from just a few words? The magic behind many of these incredible tools is a technology called diffusion models. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and explore exactly what they are and how they work. First, let's quickly recap what generative AI is. Unlike traditional AI that simply classifies or predicts things, what we call discriminative AI, generative AI actually creates brand new content. Think of it this way. A discriminative model might tell you if a picture is a cat or a dog. A generative model can create a picture of a cat or a dog that has never existed before. For years, the kings of this domain were models like GANs and VANs, GANs, or generative adversarial networks, used to play a game where one network, the generator, creates fakes and another, the discriminator, tries to spot them. VAS, or variational autoencoders, learn to compress data into a simplified representation and then reconstruct it. Both are powerful, but they often struggle with training stability and generating truly high-fidelity results. This is where diffusion models come in, and they've completely changed the game. So, what's the core idea? It's surprisingly intuitive. Imagine you take a crystal clear photograph. Now, start adding a tiny bit of random noise to it. Then add a little more and more and more until the original image is completely lost in a sea of static. That's the first part, the forward diffusion process. It's a controlled destruction of information, step by step. We're essentially teaching the AI what it looks like to turn a beautiful picture into random noise. Why would we do this? Because the real magic happens when we learn to reverse the process. The AI, typically a sophisticated neural network architecture like a UNet, is trained to look at a noisy image at any step and predict exactly what noise was added to get it there. By learning to predict the noise, it implicitly learns what the original, clean image should look like. It's like learning to unscramble an egg, but in the digital world. This step-by-step process is what we call a Markov chain, where each state only depends on the one right before it. So, let's get a tiny bit more technical. During the forward process, we gradually add what's called Gaussian noise over many time steps. The math looks a bit complex, but the idea is simple. Mix the original image with some pure noise, with the amount of noise increasing at each step. By the final step, we have nothing but noise. Then comes the reverse process, which is all about learning. The neural network is shown millions of examples of noisy images and the noise that was used to create them. Its only job is to get really good at predicting that noise. It minimizes the difference between its prediction and the actual noise that was added. Think of it as a student who studies countless scrambled pictures and learns the exact pattern of how they were scrambled. Finally, we get to the fun part, generation or sampling. This is where we create something new. We start with a completely random patch of static, pure noise. Then, we ask our trained network, "Hey, what noise do you think is in this image?" The network makes its best guess. We subtract a little bit of that predicted noise from the image. Now we have a slightly less noisy image. We repeat this process hundreds or even thousands of times. Each time, the network looks at the current image, predicts the noise, and we clean it up just a tiny bit. Slowly but surely, a coherent, detailed, and often stunning image emerges from the initial chaos. It's like a sculptor chipping away at a block of marble, but in reverse, forming a masterpiece out of pure randomness. The field has evolved rapidly with key innovations. The DPMIs, or denoising diffusion probabilistic models, were one of the first major breakthroughs that showed this technique could produce incredible quality. Then came a massive leap in efficiency with latent diffusion models, which you might know as the core technology behind Stable Diffusion. Instead of doing this whole process on a huge, pixel-heavy image, they do it on a much smaller, compressed version of the image in a latent space. This makes it dramatically faster and less computationally expensive. Another cool trick is classifier-free guidance, which is a clever way to balance the trade-off between following a prompt very strictly and allowing for more creative diversity. The applications are exploding. We see it everywhere in text-to-image and image-to-image generation, creating art and photorealistic scenes. But it doesn't stop there. Diffusion models are now being used for video generation and editing, creating high-quality audio and music synthesis, and even generating 3D models for games and virtual reality. The potential extends into science too, with researchers using these models for things like drug discovery and designing new materials. Of course, it's not a perfect technology yet. Diffusion models can be slow to generate images because of the many iterative steps required. Making them faster is a huge area of research. Ensuring they can be precisely controlled for fine-grained editing is another challenge, and we can't ignore the ethical side. The potential for misuse, like creating deepfakes or navigating complex copyright issues, requires serious thought and responsible development. The future will likely bring smaller, more efficient models that can run in real time, opening up even more possibilities. So, to wrap it all up, diffusion models represent a powerful and elegant new way of thinking about generative AI. By learning to systematically reverse a process of adding noise, they can generate content with a level of quality and coherence that was hard to imagine just a few years ago. They are already revolutionizing creative industries and scientific research, and we are only just beginning to scratch the surface of what they can do. The journey from pure noise to pure art is a fascinating one, and it's a space you'll definitely want to keep an eye on. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this deep dive interesting, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content exploring the future of technology. See you in the next one.